Hello everybody, welcome back to Gordian Quest. My name is Jeremy and I'm going to be guiding you through it. So we have found our way through the first couple missions here, and now we've really started to see the game open up. If you didn't happen to see the last video, which is kind of an introduction to the game, make sure that you go back and give it a watch just to be able to see what the game's about. All right, so let's take a look here. We've got 4 people that want to talk to us, so we're going to start with Dana the Innkeeper. Dana's the name, and I run the inn here. We have supplies and energy brews to keep you out adventuring longer. Can never have enough of them. If you're inclined to, I can set you up with a bed and board for the night. Nice. Sister Ophelia's healing may take care of your wounds, but it's no replacement for a good night's rest. Okay. Hail there. I have a tiny request if you aren't too busy, of course. The soldiers' equipments need fixing and the constant skirmishes, but the garrison's short on materials. If you could help out by securing my old forge and its stockpile, I'd be better equipped to help the defensive effort. In the meantime, you look like you can use an upgrade yourself. I don't have much, but it'll keep you alive at least. Oh, I don't know what it is about yawning. Traveler, I've received word from the captain about you. Your assistance would be greatly appreciated. This is Barnaby. I'm a craftsman without his tools, you see. I left them back in my cellar in my rush to find safe haven, as you can imagine. If you were to retrieve them for me, I would be gladly of service to the garrison and yourself. I look forward to your return. And finally, Winnie, or Winnie. Greetings, traveler. I'm currently working on a way to restore the waypoints, but I'll need access to the library and its veritable trove of knowledge. Undoubtedly, it will be overrun with undead now. It's also an inopportune time for me to leave the garrison at the moment. If you're able to accomplish this, we may be better off yet. Alright, so we have got some missions. Let's take a look at what we've got here at Barnaby's Jewelers. We are looking straight up for anything that says plus attack damage, and the reason that we're looking for that is to make Alphonse just that much deadlier. It doesn't matter what it says. If it says plus attack damage, we want it. Let's take a look over at the Blacksmith. Hidden Blade. That's an okay reinforce. That's an okay talent. Nothing here for them. Alright, so let's take a look at our inventory. So our inventory, basically what inventory does is it does add some abilities, but it mostly, it mostly just adds cards. So if you see the Ripping Mace, this one attaches the attack. So press the attack will have will add in and will apply bleed, but it doesn't apply bleed to every single one of your cards, just the attached attack, which is press the attack. Here, this is +1 damage. That is big for Alphonse. So Alphonse, you'll see the last time that he was doing 3 damage per hit. It doesn't seem like a lot, but when he's doing 4 damage per hit and suddenly he's getting that much more damage, especially when he's doing 5 or 6 hits in a row. Alright, let's see if we can equip Lucius with this Ripping Mace. It's pretty decent. It'll cause some bleed. Let's add this to our... Why not? Let's just have him hold on to that. Basically, for those who are... These are just potions that they can use during battle. Otherwise, if they don't hold on to them... You can't use them during the battle. This one adds might, and might, what it does is it increases, it's basically like giving you plus 30% damage, I believe, and it's plus 30% damage for 8 turns, so that's kind of useful for boss fights. Alright, let's take a look at our journal. We got lots of quests here, completed quests, and then ongoing quests. Let's look, we've got... recommended level 2, recommend level 5, recommend level 3. I guess that's the order that we're going to do them in. 2, 3, and 5. Let's look at Barnaby's Tools. Alright, so let's head to Barnaby's Tools. This is our first descent mission. You arrive at Barnaby's shop. Bandits have raided the shop in the aftermath of the invasion, leaving nothing but shattered display cases behind. The door to the cellar remains open. There's a shock. Wow. There's a strong stench of dead wafting from it. Alright, so we got lots of ways that we can go. The skulls are battles. The question marks are events that happen. So let's go down and see if we can't have this first battle, and then we're going to see this event. All right, I have moved my logo up from the corner so you can now see this is the amount of action points that you see. My logo is up here, so it's not that big of a deal. And then you can also see the discard pile and expend pile, but they're underneath me, so that's there's really nowhere to put me that's kind of out of the way. So let's have a look. All right, stab. Now this is doing, instead of dealing 3 damage, it's doing 4 damage, plus 1 hit for every action played this turn. So let's watch some damage. 9 for the piercing, throw dagger, throw dagger, throw dagger, and now 20 damage instead of 15 damage. So that's a big upgrade there. Alright, Keen Strike is an opener. That's going to reduce the cost of a non-opener. Pommel Strike, let's, we're going to hold on to that for now. Slash does that. We'll move down and back, and then we're going to press the attack, and we'll set up the vulnerable. Now, vulnerable is going to take 7 more damage on the next hit, and hopefully Catherine is going to do that damage here. So let's do a Blessed Strike for 15 damage. Let's plan this out here. Yeah, I'm going to have to move to be able to do this, so we're going to press the attack. The Blessed Strike, the Righteous Blow, and because I can't move, I don't have enough, and this isn't going to hit anything, so I'm going to carry over that channel. He can't hit anything, so we're not taking any damage. Well, so that was unlucky, but we're going to play the Somersault for free. Puncture, parry. We'll move down 1. We'll power up everybody here, and we're going to slash this guy, and we're going to hope that Catherine gets 20 damage. Alright, so press the attack. We'll move down there. We'll block. Alright. So we did level up. They took the damage off of Alphonse there, and he had a bleed, so he can't do anything without taking bleed damage. All right, plus dexterity, that's useful. So we're going to throw that on right now. Let's give it to Lucius. And we're going to level up Alphonse. Okay, let's give him more. These are sabotage. Their sabotage is okay. We've got some skill mastery. Let's get... yeah, let's throw some sabotage. We might get some good stuff here. So these are traps. Basically, traps get triggered once you put them onto the battlefield. Trigger when your trap is triggered. Attack the target with a throwing dagger if in range. Put it in your discard. Okay, so 2 days to enfeeble, less guard, less damage. Okay, so I don't like any of these. Because I'm not, I would take multi-trap, but I'm not going for a trap build for Alphonse. So we're going to replace one of our skills. We are going to replace a parry. Ooh, another hidden blade's good. Because if you end up with just hidden blades and you end up with that. Now, we've spent enough skill points, so we're going to add a skill block. So we get to add this to the grid. We're going to put it somewhere where we can best use it for benefit. And so it's these 2 places because we have 2 access points. So you've got where this skill mastery is, that's going to move to this corner. And then this assassin would move up to this random skill. Or we go here, skill mastery moves to increased strength. And this one leads to subterfuge 2, which I like a little bit better. All right, so now this is Alphonse's skill board. Alright, looks like we're ready to move on in our event here. Let's check this event out. Alright, so the floor suddenly gives out underway, opening a small pit of cracked skulls and bloody spears. That's not good. Pick one hero to a reflex check. Alphonse got our best spot, but we're going to add a skill 2 here. And that's just going to help us with this. And then we're going to roll because I don't want to get hurt. Oh, of course. This game is really bad for these rolls coming on, but we're going to re-roll because I don't like that result. You can use that with your fate. The only problem is that you lose your skill, and then I ended up taking the damage anyway, so... Alright, and it does modify this battle up here. So 20%, 27% increased experience, and the intentions are concealed. Alright, let's go here first. Do a perception check with Catherine, who's got 70% chance. We're going to add a skill to her. Sure, let's add Blessed Strike. So, anything but a 1. Okay, so now she rolls high enough on her own. She gets a 160. We find something of use. We get 2 rings, and one of them is, look at that, another attack damage. So that is definitely perfect for what's going on here. Let's get right into our inventory. Let's put that plus attack damage on. Now he is scary with the amount of damage that he does. And then we're going to add a ring. Oh, look at that. Extra HP across the board for Catherine the Cleric. We'll go back to our map. Let's get an extra battle in here because I want to get the experience. Now, we do lose out those 2 cards. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us here. Alright. And we don't know their intentions. Move down because I want to take out this ranged guy. So 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25. So we do just so much damage now with those pluses. Alright. Keen Strike. Keen Strike. Parry. Parry. We're going to move down. Now we're going to just play our Show of Force instead. We're the only one that gains the might, but kind of useful. Alright, Holy Wave is not good at this moment because we have to move first. And just enough to kill him off. So now this is the only thing that we have to worry about. Be wary. This unit's intention is concealed. It's got a couple different things. It can't be moved. Any zombie summoned will explode after 3 turns and apply 2 chill. Alright, so we've got some hidden blades and we're missing some of our stabs, so we're going to use a hidden blade and hope we draw one. There it is. Let's head up. Use another hidden blade. And we did draw. Look at that, another attack, so we don't lose our AP. Again, this is all about creating the most amount of card damage that we can. And Alphonse is masterful. Look at that. 30 damage, 1 card. 1 damage, 30, or 1 point, 30 damage. And we're just going to use that right there, 54 damage. Catherine's going to level up too. Ready for Battle's okay, but it's not the greatest card. We do get start battles with 1 might and +6 fire resist. Choose. +1 to initiative, +1 to spell damage, no, +1 maximum HP, increased gold found, and dexterity. This one's magic missiles. We're not going to be a magic faring. Eagle Mask, +1 to intelligence based, +4 HP after winning a battle. That's kind of useful. Quick draw, 5 critical, start battles with 1 crit. We're going to take that, although I don't think that we can use it. But what we can do is sell it. And let's level up Catherine the Cleric. Alright. See, these talents, I thought that they would be really good, but they're really not the most valuable thing that she's got going on. Alright, let's get a random skill. So you want more cards that create channel? I don't like any of those ones. We're going to get rid of one of our shield blocks and hopefully get something better. Another press the attack. We've got 2 of them already. That does seem like a lot. Let's just do Holy Hammer. Yeah, that does chain. Increases our strength just a little bit, which increases our overall damage. Alright, we'll go back to our map, and we can head out now. So that's one quest completed. Let's go back to the garrison, and we're going to check in with our friend Barnaby. He's going to give us some of these rare crystals, but I don't think that we can use them yet. Just hasn't been opened up yet in the early access. Splendid work. With this, I'll be able to socket any piece of equipment for you if you can find the right crafting materials. So I think what's supposed to happen is that he gives us that, but as you see here, it's still coming soon. So that's all right. It's something that happens in early access games. Let's have a look, see anything new we have. Maximum HP, initiative, spell damage, dexterity. Yeah, we need one that gives him +2 strength or +2 attack damage to replace anything because we already have attack damage. Let's see if the blacksmith gave us anything new. Quick shot, that's for range. That's a wand. Swift strike. Swift strike actually isn't all that bad for Alphonse. So we're going to get that, but we're going to sell some items here. We're going to sell this Eternal Suit, and we're going to sell these rare gloves and the Iron Greaves because we don't need them. Alright, let's have a look at our inventory. Equipment. Let's give Lucius a ring. And here we're going to give him another item. It does give us it's a deal 8 damage, draw a card. What ends up happening with Alphonse is he gets to a point where he clears out his hand and still has full AP. So we want to do things that cost money or cost AP, but still don't reduce the amount of cards that we have to play. All right, we did take some damage, so Sister Ophelia is going to heal us up. We also do have to go and sleep for a day, and the reason we need to do that, at least... unless they've changed that. Nope, it looks like Somersault's back on. So, looks like we don't have to rest for a day. We can just check in with Sister Ophelia. I'm sure the eventual goal of the developers is to make it so that you have to sleep to get your cards back. But if we look, we did get both our cards back. So, we're in good shape. I love how small her hand is. His is a little bigger than I would like. So, I'm going to have to start removing some things. All right, let's check on our next journaled item. Let's go secure the forge. It's a level 3 quest, and it looks like there is a battle in the way, so let's go. And we got some crates. Crates are excellent because they give us an opportunity to get ourselves some more items. So we're going to somersault down here. It costs us nothing. A hidden blade. A hidden blade, which costs us nothing. A hidden blade, which costs us nothing. We got look at all these extra things that we got, and we don't end up getting the benefit of the stab. All right, so you see here we've got 12 critical. So it's my next hit's going to deal 12 more damage. So let's do 22 right to this guy right there. And then we're going to do some throwing daggers. And again... just running out of cards. It's too bad we didn't get a stab because that would have been a really good turn. Okay, so we're going to press the attack. We're going to slash down there, take out this crate. So if you take out the crates, you get extra items at the end. Let's parry, and then we're going to circumvent. Because we don't want to take damage because we do get the bonus item or the bonus experience if we can be perfect. Alright, so press the attack. We're going to take damage here anyway. Press the attack. Do the most possible damage that we can. Now, so this will reduce us taking 5, but it's kind of overkill. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to smite him. I'm going to Blessed Strike him. Look at that. So we're going to take 4. Oh, look at that. Just stupid targeting. Decided to attack the guy who had a bunch of health and that. Alright, so... throwing dagger. Doesn't matter where we do the damage to. Let's apply the bleed to this fella right here. And now we've got 2 stabs. You watch the damage fly. You ready for this one? Let's do 20 to him. And then we really wish we could do this damage back here, but this guy is set as a guard, so you cannot get through to him unless it's a ranged attack. So there's 25 damage just to take out 1, which is kind of a pain, but is what it is. Alright, we can one-shot this guy. Alright, do get these flawless bonuses, which is nice, and it looks like that Lucius has leveled up. Lots of rewards here, plus intelligence, used for plus 8 might, force armor, and then a hidden blade. Start battles with 2 might, draw a card on kill. There we go. Those are some gloves for my Alphonse. Great gloves, especially because it allows me to draw more cards when I kill things. Sure, why don't we give him some more intelligence? Lucius has got some leveling up to do. Deal 5 AP per, or deal 5 damage per AP spent to 2 targets in the lane. Okay. I don't like any of these cards. So we're going to get rid of these slashes. Sure, I'll take another Keen Strike. Keen Strikes are just useful because they're, with them being openers, they're reducing the amount of AP I need to spend. And again, if I can keep myself the ability to move as much as possible because my AP is low, or the AP use is low, then that's a good benefit for me. All right, let's take a look at the map. We're going to go into the Forge. And it looks like we just have to gain the items. All right, we'll take that. Oh, there we go. As you rifle through the mess, you hear a sudden noise from around back. It looks like you have company. 3 ruffians step into the courtyard, hauling their ill-gotten gains. One of them motions to his accomplices to hurry along. It seems that the undead are not the only threat to the city right now. Could tail them, or just confront them. The checks are nice. Yeah, let's do it. It just gives us an opportunity. Let's pick a skill. Somersault. That's a free pass for me. Okay, that's 200 experience. That's the only reason I'm doing it. This is for the opportunity to get experience. Come on, roll high. There we go. Nice roll. Well, 200 block or 200 XP. And plus 3. Let's pick a skill. Let's put a parry up there. Come on. 3+. Alright, all 3 got the challenge. So now, prepare some traps and try luring them in instead. Lose 2 supplies. That's $2. You tail them without incident. A few roads down from the forge, they meet up with a 4th member of their crew. He is watching over several more bags of stolen goods. It appears that this bunch has been profiting from the chaos. Profiting from the chaos. It is a perfect opportunity to bring them all down in one fell swoop. The only problem now is that they outnumber you in a fair fight. Do I want it to spend $2 to be able to get some traps? Sure, why not? You prepare a few traps. Trigger the encounter. Hurling a pebble down the alley, you hope to draw them in. They take the bait and cautiously approach to investigate, and it is a matter of picking an opportune moment to spring the ambush. Hurling your makeshift nets from above, you manage to snag 2 of them. They tumble to the ground, struggling to break free. You turn your attention to the other 2. Oh, look at that. So, I don't actually have to... Oh, and it did put some traps there. Look at that. Alright. And again, we got a good hand for Alphonse, but no stabs. We need to find a... way for that to never happen again. Alright, there's that blocked parry. Just do 36 damage straight up. I think that was the better way to do it. Oh, I actually get to use this, but I don't really want to in this point. Let's add some vulnerable. 17 damage plus 5 from the vulnerable. It's 22. And we do get those reinforcements that are going to come in. But these traps are now active, so if they walk on them... But it looks like... we don't even have guys to fight right now. So we're just going to wait until they walk in here. Alright, and I think we have enough to kill this guy off. Let's do 15, and then we'll do 20. Kill off this guy. Nothing to play at this point. We're just waiting for him to walk in. Now, he's a ranged attack, so I don't want him to race. Look at all these hidden blades. Alright. Hidden blade. We're looking for a stab. We keep getting the punctures. Oh, no stabs. This would have been a perfect stab turn. That would have been an amazing stab turn, but we'll take it. Alright. Gain 1 speed up on kill, plus 6 poison resist. Another press the attack on there. Alright, so we have secured the forge. Let's head back to our garrison and we will finish that quest up. It's my dog Oliver in the background. Finally, I'll be able to start up the forge and repair the malicious weapons. A welcome relief, and here I thought we'd have to resort to our fists. Yeah, I give Captain Roderick a voice, but nobody else a voice. Visit me if you want to enhance your gear as well. You'll need to provide the additional materials, but I'm sure you'll find more out there. Alright, so that's another mechanic. So we can salvage these items, but I just want to sell them. Are you alright, buddy? Yeah, he's a good dog. Alright. Let's see what you ended up getting here. Plus 2 damage with attached attacks. Strength-based challenges. Intelligence-based challenges. Alright, that's a nice dagger, but it's not worth spending 125 on it. It says it looks like I could use an upgrade. Yeah, I could. Good choice. That'll be 125. No, it will not. Alright, so you can go back and check everything, but we're just going to sell some of this off here. Is that better than what I have on Lucius? Plus 1 bleed. That's increased my speed, which really I don't need, so I can just sell that one. And we can always put that on one of our people who's not wearing a necklace. Look at that. Not wearing a necklace. How about 1 dexterity? Alright, let's go. We've done 2 quests. Let's do 1 more here. This is the main quest. Secure the library. View location on the map. Let's head on over. You carefully step into the library. Rows of bookshelves have been toppled over and books laid strewn across the floor. You can hear the groan of undead echoing through the chambers further down. Alright, so a little bit of a bigger fight here. Let's take a look at this elite boss fight. It's a deadly encounter. We are blessed with 5 vigil, but they have 1 additional mastered skill. Okay, so they'll be a little bit more deadly. We've got a treasure room over here. Sure, let's go do the deadly encounter. I have faith in our team. This is how we end up losing. Oh, look at this, 102 hit points. Alright, hopefully we draw a stab. A swift strike. There's a stab. Alright, oh, and we forgot to rest after our thing there, so we're going to have a dead card each. We'll have to go back and deal with that. But we have got a lot of damage to do here. 39 damage. I'll use these 2 throwing daggers here. Get to draw a card. And how about 40 damage for 0? That is how that is done. Keen Strike, which reduces parry. And really, that is how that's done. We're only going to use Catherine to move up here. She's just there to block so Alphonse doesn't take damage. Alright, so we have our first burn effect. So you'll see that once we get to Lucius if we get to him. Alright, a throwing dagger, a puncture, and 20 damage there. He's got 4 bleed on him. Alright, so you see now he's got 4 burn, and he's got some cards on fire. If you play these cards on fire, you're going to take damage equal to the amount of burn you have. So he's got 4 burn damage. So every time I play this, I would take 4 damage and 4 damage, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to use our Steel Edge, which is going to do 1 shot this guy here. And I told you that Alphonse was powerful. That's exactly what it is right there. Alright, let's have a look. Throwing daggers. This is a great card for Alphonse. And you hear me talking about Alphonse a lot. It's because Alphonse is incredible in regard to that. But geez, we got 2. These are 2 really good cards, and I got to pick one. Attached attacks apply 2 burn. That's useful. Max channel charges. This is really good for Catherine. I think Alphonse doing okay, so we're going to take that. We're going to attach that to Catherine. Increasing her channel charges are important if we want to get some of those bigger channel cards, because right now she only has 3, and some of those big channel charges require like lots. So we got some leveling up to do, so let's take a look at Alphonse. We're going to give him some more subterfuge. Alright. Passive, gain 1 AP when throwing dagger is played. Deal 10 damage, plus 2 damage, and apply 1 bleed for every throwing dagger in your hand. And this is a cleave, so it also hits everybody adjacent. Applies 2 poison to all targets in a square, could convert up to 3 bleed, if any, into poison. These are all incredible, and they're super rare, because that's why they're gold. This is pretty useful. Alright, so that's our first passive. It's going to stay in our hand once we do draw it, but that is an excellent card for our Alphonse. Alright. Where do we want to go with him? I think we're going to head towards swordsmanship, and I want to have the most flexible option, so that is going to take this random skill. Offensive preparation. This is a great card. We're just going to take that outright. This add 2 slash cards to your hand. They cost 0 AP. The equipment we want here. +1 to dexterity-based challenges. Wide swing. That's 8 damage to everybody in a row, but I like the ripping mace better. Alright, let's head back to the map. Okay, so let's go here and we'll check our event. Pick 1 hero to attempt a reflex check. We're going to do this one because we have to go back anyway. Parry. 1+. There it is. 220. And we're going to modify a map node, and it's going to be this one here. It's going to add crates and a magic item, so that is very useful. But before that, we have to head back up, and we're going to go in to get rid of those rested cards because they draw dead, and even cards that you don't necessarily like are better than drawing dead. So we'll go back into the library. We'll go back up. I like this encounter. 2 Born Warriors, 2 Skeletons. Let's do some damage. And crates. Alright. the free move. Gonna puncture and make that bleed. And a stab to do 25 damage. Sure. Like it. So when you kill an enemy, remember, he gets the benefit. Some vulnerable. Some press the attack. Let's just take this guy out right in one shot. I like it. Holy Wave, that's a great card now, but I don't need the healing. Let's just Holy Hammer, because that's going to 1 damage and do the same thing. Press the attack for free. Now, do we want to prevent damage? Or do we want to do damage? What we're going to do is we're just going to prevent all damage and move her right down there. These guys can't do anything because they have a melee attack, and melee can only hit the rows that are surrounding it. So if you see that we're in this row here, we can only hit these two. If we're in the middle, we could hit all three. But again, it's all about trying to do it with as little damage taken as possible, and they're going to move around for us. All right, let's drop some hidden blades. We do get a stab. I like it. Another stab. Another hidden blade. Alright, so this is how we're going to have some fun. Throwing dagger. We're going to stab this guy for 35 damage. Allows us to draw a card. Dagger proficiency. Where was that when we needed it? Alright, let's take out... We really could take out that guy, but I want to take out this... That's how that is done. Can't deal any more damage. We're just going to hang down here. We're going to hold on to dagger proficiency. It stays in our hand. Keen strike action. He's already defending, so we don't have to worry about what's going to happen with him. We don't have to protect ourselves. We can just go all out to try and kill him. Alright, let's head up. Field awareness. Gain 3 guard when an ally in the row attacks. I think that was the benefit of one of the items that we got there. Okay, this time he's going to be doing damage, but it's not going to matter. We throw a... Oh, we're going to move up here. Throw a dagger, gain an AP. Alphonse is beastly. Gains the least amount of... Did the most damage and gains the least amount here. Draw +1 card every turn. Tower Shield of the Fox. 24 guard, jeez. Okay. I don't know the magic item that we got, but let's level up Catherine. We don't want her to be a spirit healer, but we do want this holy warrior. We're going to go this way, though. Alright, Prayer. Gain 2 focus, draw 1 card. This is a very good card. But we're going to replace... She's got so much skills right now. Okay, we are going to get rid of her press the attack. I said I was going to maybe hold on. We're going to get a Holy Hammer instead. I know that kind of goes against what I do, but... It's really important for her to be able to thin her deck with better cards. This is a gold spirit healer. Lots of Holy Warrior in this one, so we're going to go right there because our goal is to go Holy Warrior, and then we're going to get some mastery going on. All right, let's go back to the map. We'll go to the treasure room. And we get a medicinal leaf, an iron curious, and gold. What is she going that's holding on? Yeah, that's this field awareness, but this, or this carrion brow. But we really want it for the max channel charges and the strength. Alright, go back to the map. We're going to go back downstairs to the 2nd floor of the library. Lots to do here. Ooh, a reflex check. We've got the best reflex check card out there, which is Somersault. 3+. 20. Now we're going to... I don't know what node got modified, but we'll take the free experience for Alphonse. Alright, check the history room. Chamber restores various historical texts describing the early days of Silverkeep, the knowledge of the ancient Van Eye Empire. The shelves are dusty with cobwebs. It appears the history section doesn't appeal to many scholars these days. You enter the study room. A chill crosses your spine when you see a dozen dead mages strewn across the floor and study tables, their bodies dry and shriveled. Your premonition of doom grows stronger. The storeroom is a small room off to the side hallway. There's a shelf filled with flasks, likely concoctions brewed or experimented on earlier in the day. You attempt to see if you can identify any of the mixtures. Alright, so we'll pick a skill for her to have a look at. We'll just use shield block. 5+. We're rolling well now, suddenly. Take free... Small health vial and a noxious grenade. Inflict 4 poison on the target. We'll take that. Cartography room. You peer into the chamber through the doorway. The air has now become numbingly cold and it is getting increasingly hard to breathe. 4 more soldiers lie slain on the ground. In the center of the chamber, a tall figure in flowing robes browses through an assortment of maps on one of the desks. As you approach, the figure glances over briefly and you see the rotting remnants of what was once a human face staring back. A second later, his gaze returns to his map, showing a distinct lack of interest in your sudden appearance. Alright, so what are we going to do? We're going to call out to him. You call out to the figure to yield, but choke on the numbingly cold air. You manage little more than a gasp. The air has become deathly frigid and your options are running out. At last, the figure suddenly booms and he pockets the tome for he was browsing. It seems he has found what he came for. We're just going to stay back. There's no telling what surprises he has in store if you aren't charging in blindly. I have no time for the likes of you, he says in a raspy voice. Well, let's try it again. I have no time for the likes of you, he says in a raspy voice. A parting gift for the intrepid heroes, then. It's getting triggered an encounter. All of a sudden, suddenly, the 4 bodies in the chamber start writhing unnaturally. Their spasm stops a few moments later as their skin falls off and their reanimated skeletons come to life. A figure signs a spell. A brilliant portal blinks into existence. As he steps through, you hear raspy, cackling laughter echoing through the chamber. The reanimated dead charge at you. All right. Oh, this is a narrow battle. Nowhere to escape. Let's get some hidden blades going on here. Ooh, very bad luck with my drawing. There's the stab that I wanted. Unfortunately, look at all this extra stuff. Not a good turn for Mr. Alphonse. It's pretty much a perfect turn for Lucius. Holy Hammer's great in this situation. A little bit of ordering. Well, Catherine's going to take some damage. 10 damage. Poor Catherine. And he had some bleed on him, which is why you saw that he died when he got hit, because bleed does damage for every AP you use. Alright, this is a little better for Mr. Alphonse. We're going to kill off some people so we get some draws. There we go. Dagger proficiency. Just gain an AP all over the place. Okay. And this is where we end up. Look at this, all this extra AP that we ended up with. Well, Keen Strike, Offensive Prep, just to show you what that card does. Look at these 2 free slashes. Alright, so easy battle. You get a flawless bonus there. And a new shield. Alright, let's go back up to the top floor. And the reason we're doing that is we're going to take advantage of some of these battles. We want to gain as much experience as possible. And this one looks like it's a tough battle. Battle commences. Alright. Alright. So we'll go puncture. parry. Stab for 20. Alright. So, Keen Strike. Keen Strike. And we are going to protect Alphonse by moving up. Righteous Blow. And a Blessed Strike. We just don't want that guy around at all. Take another big damage. Alright. Hidden Blade. Alright, so we didn't end up getting a stab, which sucks for us. We'll move up. Alright, she's frozen, so what chill does is it increases the cost of some of these items. So that's why you see it in red there. It doesn't mean we can't play, it just means that it's a little bit more expensive. We are going to move up. We'll press the attack to kill him. We'll use Debilitating Strike, and then we're going to smite. Okay, so you added some thorns. So before we do any attacking, we want to make sure that we have some proficiency, or some parry, but I don't know if we're going to get it here. We got to take damage no matter what. Lots of damage, and he still had a ton more to do. Look at the difference, this 120 experience that he ended up getting there. Alright. Lucius. Do we want leadership, buffing yourself, or swordsmanship? I'm going to go with swordsmanship. Yeah, we'll take another offensive preparation. These are just such good cards. We can reduce, or we can get rid of cards later, but we need those offensive. Let's add to the grid. Yeah, this is where we're going to go, because we're going to head down here. We want to discard a lot of these skills. Look at that, 3 discard skills. That's great for him, because he is getting a little thick right now. Alright, no more battles. These encounters don't do anything for us other than possibly give us damage, so we're going to head back. And we're going to head back to the garrison. Alright, so we do have the ability to finish up this quest. We do gain a Tome of Skill, which red grants a 1 skill point. We got some magic dust. Traveler, I'm glad to see you've returned. This entity you described, it sounds like a Rift Lord, sorcerers who embrace the use of ancient magic to gain immortality. You've heard of the Vanai, I presume? They were the civilization that predated us before disappearing centuries ago. All of the technology we have today is built upon their achievements. That's what they teach the young ones. But the Vanai were also avid researchers of a more eldritch form of magic, spells that involve blood sacrifice and torture. It is likely this Rift Lord is planning something against us, but for what reasons, that remains to be seen. I'll send some of the soldiers to recover what we can from the library, and I'll let you know when I have more clarity on the matter. You've been doing good work, helping the garrison. With the pressing issues out of the way, let's begin our counterattack. My men will push out our safe zone a few blocks further, but we will need your help with a key location to aid our effort. The city supply warehouses have been overtaken by local gangs. If we had it, we would be better equipped to survive the siege. Also, we need the materials in the warehouse to deal with the breach in our border walls. It's the final step in our plan to save the city. The bandits aren't usually these bold, so I suspect they had the backing of a third party. Be on your guard. Alright, so we take a look. We do have a quest here, but that's going to wrap it up for today. Just want to thank everybody for watching. If you have any suggestions or anything you'd like to see out of Gordian Quest, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Feel free to subscribe. After I do Gordian Quest, the plan is to move on to do Stone Shard and play through Stone Shard. That will be a bit of a longer game, and we will play through this as we add to it, as it adds in more. It's on early access right now, but there will be more later on. And Stone Shard is one of my favorite games to play. It is challenging, it is frustrating, you die a lot, but it's actually fun to watch. Thanks again for watching, and we'll talk to you guys soon.